Welcome everyone to an awesome battle between Muckluck as the Greenskins, going up against RTK's Cool HR as the Druchii. So for the Dark Elf forces here on the left hand flank, we are going to have two of the very fast units of the Dark Rider shields, backed up here by the main core of the triple heavily armoured Cold One Dread Knights. So the elite bad boys in the middle, 120 armor bronze shields as well, bucket loads of armor piercing with the murderous prowess, but the weakness here is going to be the primal instincts. Such expensive cavalry here that can rampage could be such a negative here for the Druchii. But three units here of the Dark Riders with repeater crossbows in the back, great mobility and bucket loads of armor piercing, backed up here by the double Dark Riders on the right hand flank. In the sky we are going to have the double terror causing Manticores, backed up here by Malekith on a big black dragon. So the king is going to make a return here today. He is going to have the Gaze of Malice, Stand Your Ground, Soul Stealer, and the Noxious Breath attacks. So for the Greenskins, a really wide front line, bucket loads of goblins mixing in here with orc boys as well. And so we are going to have the Forest Spider Riders backed up here by the Goblin Wolf Riders. More Spider Riders, more Goblin Wolf Riders. So there's going to be lots of skirmish cavalry here backed up by the cheap Goblin Wolf Riders. For the main armor piercing, we are going to have the Crimson Killers here. The amazing battle axe wielding legends here in the front. They are going to be having immune to psychology, which is super important up against all that terror. Bucket loads of AP, good armor, and brilliant melee stats here that can really help them thump in the front line. So for the heroes, it looks like we are going to have two Black Orc big bosses. The one here on the right with the Rabble Rouse and also the Brass Cleaver. And over here on the left, it looks like exactly the same. So ITP and increased melee attack for a nice support character. So it looks like they're going to try and buff both sides here to really help out the Greenskins with their cheap Orc boys and their nice cheap goblins. So, for the Lord choice, we are going to have WARHAMMER here on his big hog, the man, the myth, the legend here with Effigy of Degit, the Foot of Gork, as well as the Gaze of Mork, the Bonewood Staff, which is super strong for melee attack and charge bonus, alongside the Squiggly Beast, Wurzag's Revenge, the Warpaint of Wurzag, and Power of Dewar. So a full cavalry build here coming in for the Druchii as they charge into the front line. Bucket loads of armor piercing here, punching up against the Orc boys, and this front line is really going to struggle with AP. Now they can whack, but you can see no damage here coming on the Cold One Dread Knight. Excellent work here in the front. Moving forward, Malekith and his Black Dragon here with the double Manticores going to be charging after Wurzag. No healing for him, so any damage done is going to be permanent. He's going to be charging through the back here. Looks like he has taken a little bit of chip damage. But it's like here the Spider Riders are going to be shooting, poisoning, and slowing here up against Malekith with these double Manticores. Lovely charge, big damage on Wurzag. He's going to be down by at least a third health already. And he's already looking pretty bleak here for the big man. In the middle here, Cold One Dread Knights charging up against the Forest Spider Riders. We do have the Black Orc big bosses in, so they should be able to help, maybe taking down a model or two here, left, right, and centre. Spider Riders here getting compromised, and Goblin Wolf Riders here by the Cold One Dread Knights. Over here, looks like a big win for the Greenskins, but on the left-hand side, it's looking a little bit more bleak. We can see here the double Manticores getting in the back, doing some good damage. We are now going to get support here of the elite heroes of the Crimson Killers. They're going to move in here with their Lord Wurzag and try and see if they can remove the Manticore. In the sky, it looks like here we could get a breath attack from Malekith, maybe coming down here on the Black Orc Big Boss. No, it looks like it's going to be a Soul Stealer. Oh my god, a Soul Stealer and a Foot of Gork. Foot of Gork comes down. Oh my god, so much damage here up against the triple Dark Riders. Amazing damage down there, but that's going to break all three. And it looks like here going to be down to 500. Oh my god, that's going to be a Shatter. 580 health there for the Shattered units. 1.2 and 1.5k. One of the best Foot of Gorks I've ever seen here, with the Soul Stealer in the middle catching not just Wurzag, the Crimson Killers, but also a Black Orc Big Boss and some Spider Riders. So value absolutely everywhere here on the battlefield. So the double Cold One Dread Knights are going to enter into the battlefield, smashing up against the Crimson Killers. Those AP values are really going to be needed here up against that elite infantry unit. Arrows firing here from the Goblin Wolf Riders. All boys going to be a little bit statuesque. I'd like to see those getting a little bit more involved. Murderous Prowess is going to be getting activated. That's a base plus 15 leadership, plus a load of melee attack and armor piercing bonuses. In the middle here, we do break with the Black Orc Big Boss, which means we do lose the Brass Cleaver and also the Rabble Rouse, just in this 40-meter radius here. The second one here coming with the nice left-hand flank push of the remaining winning Greenskins. We are going to have the Orc boys pushing in here with Goblins, Brass Cleaver for that increased melee attack of plus 10, immune to psychology, and now the War going down as well. Plus 24 melee attack, base weapon damage increase, armor piercing, and immune to psychology map wide here. That's going to be super important. A breath attack going down on the Crimson Killers. They're certainly going to be falling here in mass. We see 44 models left, but still 3,700 HP. These boys are uber tanky. So Malekith is going to charge down here on the Goblin Warfighter Archers. They're going to move into combat. Probably not needed for them. No Mutapsychology support, so they are going to move away pretty quickly. Nice stuff there coming in from Mukluk. So good work here coming in for the Cavalry and Call HI. He's going to be charging in with the nice triple Cold One Dread Knights. They're going to be moving in. Crimson Killers have done some nice work here, though, up against the Cavalry, but we are going to be smashing into the backside of the Goblin Warfighters, and most of this pocket doesn't do armor piercing. The Black Orc Big Boss will have enough weapon strength here. A lovely Gaze of Malice there on the left, but they will have enough weapon strength to take down models, so as long as they don't fight too much here up against the big hero, we should be okay. So Crimson Killers, still 36 models, 3,200 HP. The tanky boys are going to move in here with the Orc boys as well, and they're going to start butchering here on the Cold One Dread Knights. Unfortunately here we have lost the Lord coming in with Wurzag. He did fall there in the back, didn't quite catch it on camera, but looks like here Malekith super healthy still, 4,100 HP. We should get a nice Soul Stealer here coming in the middle. That's going to catch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units here in the middle. Lovely stuff there from Malekith and Call HR. 2 units do return here for the Dark Rider repeater crossbows. They're going to be firing into the middle with a bucketload of armor piercing. If they shoot up against the Crimson Killers, no shields to protect them, so they're going to be taking full armor piercing damage. So we certainly want to get over here to the Greenskins and start compromising these nice skirmish units and pushing them off the edge of the battlefield. Rampaging for the Pharaoh Manticores, rampaging for the Cold One Dread Knights here in the middle. Losing full control here is going to be Call HR. Only Malekith here to really control. We are going to be having stand your ground, increase the melee, and then also leadership here is going to be super important here in the pocket. In the back, we are going to be breaking here with the Goblin Warfighters. Goblins as well are going to be pushing here to the edge of the map. Goblin Warfighters could shoot. It looks like here the Spider Riders are going to be engaging in combat. They do have 45 armor as well, so they're pretty tanky. Good melee stats, poison as well, which actually makes them pretty good melee combatants, which I think most people overlook. But they are going to be fighting up against the Dark Riders. It looks like they are going to be winning in combat. They do get the charge, and it's like here they are actually going to get rear charge for their luck by some more Dark Riders. Pretty tanky though. We could see these Dark Riders breaking here alongside these Skirmish Cavalry variants. The other unit certainly also does need to be compromised as well. They're also going to be wavering. This one unit of Spider Riders has done a lot of work here in the back. So it looks like here the Goblin Big Boss is going to be pretty healthy. There's going to be 500 there, but the other one's going to be at 1,900. So if we could snipe this one unit, we could certainly start bringing ourselves back into the game. Balance of power is going to be favoured for the Druchii, but the battle here wouldn't say so itself. It looks like it's just going to be Malekith really holding this Druchii force together. So we do shatter there with the Dark Rider repeater crossbows. Dark Riders are going to be breaking. No, that's going to be all the repeater crossbows here off the map. They have shattered. It looks like we still have some Cold One Dread Knights on the battlefield. Looks like more ammunition here coming in for the Spider Riders. Only 80 armor here for Malekith. So those range can certainly get in and do some good damage up against Malekith. Breath attack here on the stronger of the 2 Black Orcs. Bit of a surprise there. A charge into the back. That's going to be some lovely damage here up against that hero. That could be a shatter here. 150 HP. He's certainly not going to be very happy in the middle. So the big War is going to be pushing forward here after Malekith. He's going to be trying to get away. Spider Riders are going to cause poison down to 77 speed. Nice stuff indeed. They're actually going to be 78 themselves. But in comes the Manticore, and he can certainly do some good work here up against the Goblins. They're going to be wavering. They're not going to be very happy. Malekith does get away. It looks like here Mukluk decides to go for a good surround on Manticore, and that's not a bad option indeed. Now here we do see the Black Orc Big Boss moving away, and this could be a problem. Of course, here, getting all around the Pharaoh Manticore could bring in a Soul Stealer here in the middle. That would certainly be very dire here coming in for the Greenskins. So, Cold One Dread Knights returning, 5 models. They might even, yeah, they're going to break before they even get into combat. Missiles are going to be shot here from the Spider Riders, and a nice Gaze of Malice in the back here of the Orc Boys. Now, saving some ammo for the end game for -5 leadership could be very strong, actually. It could be low-key a very good strategy. But in the middle here, we are going to be having Malekith. It looks like he's trying to get a full surround on himself. If we can do that, I'm expecting some level of late-game Soul Stealer here. We are going to see some Goblins returning. As like here in the back, the Crimson Killers, 40 models still online. Broken here, -2 leadership, so we could see a return there from the nice hero. But this other Black Orc Big Boss is going to be going strong. Now, he doesn't want to push too far away here. We'll lose that Blast Cleaver, and we'll also be losing that Immune to Psychology. Malekith on his own, simply on his own, is going to be favouring on balance of power. It's going to be just 7 models here left on the battlefield for the Druchii. And here, oh my god, no, we're going to get a terror out here from a couple of units. We went far too far away there for the Black Orcs. And now we're going to come in here with a Soul Stealer. Brilliant stuff here from Call HR. This could be the end of the game. We can see lots of damage here coming against all these models that are wavering, breaking left, right, and center. Terror routing as well. Goblins are going to be wavering around the outside. Friends are going to be routing. That's going to be our losses. GG's! And well played here to the Malekith double Manticore build. What a fantastic game here between both of these Shortbeard legends. And we can see here Mukluk, so nice to see him coming in here with Wurzag. Almost always in the competitive scene, we nearly always see Grom, and it's so nice to see a different lord that actually has some really strong capabilities coming in and doing a great job indeed. So we can see 71 kills, 1,851 with a phenomenal footer Gork there on the triple Dark Riders. Here for the Black Orc Big Boss, I really like the idea, 470 and 680, trying to see if we can buff both sides with increased melee attacks, and also increase that with the immune to psychology. Of course, Terra here is very, very potent in the Dark Elf roster, so having that ITP is certainly very strong. So 38 damage value, 320, 47 and 485 there for the Goblins. These bad boys can certainly punch heavily above their weight, with 506, 22, 500 and 520 there for the Orc boys. 1,360 for the Crimson Killers, with 340 and 68 here for the Goblin Wolf Riders. So for the Archer variant, 635 and 91 here, with the Spider Riders in at 320, 490, 777 and 530. So yeah, really nice army composition here coming in from Mukluk. Would like to see a little bit more utilization from the skirmish in the front. Maybe just kiting back just a little bit. You know, obviously not too much, but a little bit here to the front line, getting a bit of precursor damage there before we got in and engaged with the front line. But Malekith here, and for Call HR, I love the Malekith double Manticore build. Honestly, really sticking it on Marathi and showing here that the king is obviously still the king. But 152 kills, 2,900 damage value, great breath attacks, soul stealers as well, 520 armor-piercing weapon strength. This boy certainly thumps very hard. But 140 there for the Dark Riders, 388 with 500 and 150. So we are going to have 144 kills, 1,066, 128 kills for 1,017, and 108 for 1,118 damage value. So very good work here from the triple Cold One Dread Knights. So unfortunately here for the skirmish, still doing pretty well, so 320, also going to get 190 and 180, so you're actually maybe a little bit low from these three, but still okay there, you know, considering they got a whole foot of Gork there, and that's the problem, like a lot of skirmish cavalry, if you just click and kill, you're actually going to see that actually bunch up a lot on top of each other, and Mukluk saw this, and saw a humongous foot of Gork there come down on the face of that skirmish. So 1,300 and 1,130 there for the double Fairy Manticores, considering these boys also cause terror, amazing value indeed, amazing, amazing value. So GG well played to both of these legends. I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, of course, please smash that like button. It really helps here on the channel. And also do feel free to leave a comment. If you haven't already, I'd love to know all your thoughts and opinions. And you can also hit that subscribe button. It super helps here with the growth on the channel. And hopefully, as I get bigger, we can do bigger and better things. Now, if you haven't already, do check out that description. You can find all my other social media platforms, including Twitch. But most importantly, that Discord. If you go there onto that Discord, you can find all my other, or basically any content I do on any platform, as well as all my leagues, tournaments, and also all the Warhammer 3 stuff that is going to be coming forward here in the future. You can also leave replays for casting, just like this one here, so hopefully you can see it here in the future. So other than that, I've been your boy Logic. Take care of yourself during these times, and I'll see you all very, very soon.